Testing, testing. Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the channel. Hold on. Let me share this on Instagram. Let everybody know that I'm live on YouTube right now. First and foremost, how's everybody Saturday doing? I see you. I see you, Tyler. Love your work, pops. Salute. Appreciate it. We're gonna actually share this on Twitter. Yes, Saturday night I should be out partying. Uh, but you know what? I wanted to take the time out and talk to you guys real quick. Um, since it's December, I wanted to rank some of these Apple products. What's like some of my favorite Apple products this year of 2022, and how's the quality? I think quality is looking good. Microphone should be good. All right, first and foremost, gotta do that mic check. Gotta make sure everybody's here before we really dig in. Okay. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Everybody doing good? All right, let's share this link. We're gonna, okay, live on YouTube. We got some big things going on. I'm gonna share with you guys for a little bit. Mr. Beast is trended on Twitter. Okay. Let's see. All right, everybody good? All right, I'm interested in seeing this. Seriously, a broke man. Yo, have your PS5 shut down during a gameplay without a warning. Yo, I made a video. On how to fix that. Should definitely watch that. Um, I should share it in the chat real quick, right? I'm gonna share it on the chat real quick. All right, hold on. I'm sharing the stream right now. Make sure you guys, if you guys are happen to be here early, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But I'm gonna share on Twitter. Should have probably did this a little earlier, so my apologies. But nonetheless, I'm gonna send you that link right now. Yeah, so PS5s definitely. Well, yeah, definitely it's gonna be shutting down. But I made a video on how to fix that. If you just type in SimplyPops overheat, it'll come up. It's literally titled if your PS5 ever shut down randomly. Watch this. Let me put this in the chat right now. Okay, PS5 is clean, but it happened to me yesterday. And yeah, click on that link. I made a video on it. All right. Anyway, so it's shared on Twitter. I gotta probably share it on Instagram. I'm probably not even gonna share it on Instagram. You know, people on Instagram don't really be clicking on people's links and stuff, but nonetheless, I guess we can get started with the rank, or maybe we should wait a little bit. I actually started on time. And by the way, before I even get into the stream, I just want to salute to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. My birthday was on November 30th. It was that Wednesday. It was raining all day. It was a terrible day, but nonetheless, I still enjoyed my day. I'm grateful to see another birthday, and that's all that matters, man. It's more life, more blessings. I'm just grateful to be here. And I should be out with my friends, partying, whatever. It's raining yet again. And yeah, it is what it is, man. It's best to probably be here talking to you guys. All right, love from Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Love it. Nice live. All right. Let me switch my screen and let's get into this tier list. And let me actually create a new tab here. We get this nice and reasonable. Okay, one sec. And I have my Stream Deck so we could be able to switch. So let me see, all face screen. I think it's face screen. This is the wrong one. I took an L. Hold on. Hold up. And I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get to the comments right here. So we gotta do here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Minimize that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna do. No, there we go. My bad. I gotta explain all that stuff again. Oh boy. Bear with me, guys. I just all right. It is what it is, man. I just wanted to hop on here real quick. But as I was saying, all right, so all right. Yeah, we good. Thank you guys. I appreciate Tyler. I appreciate everybody for letting me know. But all I was saying, we have the M2 MacBook Air, the M2 Pro, the M2 iPad Pro, the Mac Studio, the iPad 10th generation, the new Apple TV, the iPhone 14 series, such as the Pro, the Plus, the SE, the M1 iPad Air. We have all the Apple products that came out this year, and right away, I could say that this was a very mid-year for Apple. It's nothing that really stuck out that was like, wow, this is absolutely incredible. Um, I can't really recall what was my favorite year. Maybe when the iPhone 10 came out, but nonetheless, let's rank up these things without wasting any more time. Thank you guys so much for letting me know that I was muted. So nonetheless, let's kick things off with the Mac Studio because that was the first thing that we saw this year back in March. I remember, and when I first saw this was like a Mac Mini, like a double Mac Mini stack on top of each other. And yes, I reviewed this product, and I absolutely like it. But the only thing is, I have the 16-inch MacBook Pro M1 Max, so it didn't really make sense for me to keep it. So I'm gonna put the Mac Studio. It's a fantastic device, and especially for the price point, $2,000 is not cheap. But for the power that you're getting, for the base to get the M1 Max, that's pretty incredible. So honestly, I'm gonna put this A tier, and the reason why it's not S tier, you gotta think about it. This replaced the iMac, right? This replaced the 27-inch iMac, and this you gotta with the Mac Studio you gotta get a screen, which we're gonna talk about the Studio Display next, and also, I mean, the supply chain issues, you really can't blame that, but nonetheless, it's a good product. It's a good product. but it's not like, wow, this is incredible. For some people, you probably go in the S tier, but for me, A tier is pretty fine. But like I said, the MacBook Pro 16-inch, I'd rather have that than the Mac Studio, because of the MacBook Pro, you can be able to plug it in, make it as a desktop, plug it out, use it as a laptop. A tier is still solid for the Mac Studio, in my opinion. And then we have the M1 Ultra. That, that didn't really make a huge difference. So yeah, I think A tier is fair for that. Um, Next up, we have the Mac Studio. I actually have the Mac Studio right here in the background. You guys can't see it, but the Mac Studio is actually pretty nice. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the color accuracy on it. I love the sharpness, the vibrant colors. The speakers is out of this world. The speakers are out of this world. The only thing I don't like about it, the webcam is pretty trash. I appreciate it has center stage, but to be quite frankly, I can't put it S tier. I can't put it A tier. I'm going to give it a solid C tier. The reason being, essentially, this is like an iMac display panel, but just removing the computer components. And that price point is way too savage. Being $1,600? Come on, man. Way too expensive. But it is a 5K display, which I do appreciate. But this monitor should have easily cost $1,000, or including that Apple tax, $1,100. That should have been the price of the studio display, but $1,600 is way too much money. And especially, you gotta pick and choose the stand, and once you pick that stand, that's it. That is way too much money. If you get the height adjustable stand, that's gonna cost you $2,000. So that's why it's a C tier in my book, and the webcam being not that good. And yeah, I'm giving it C tier. But who am I? I got two of these bad boys. I love them, but it is a couple of caveats with it. Um, so what do you guys think? You guys agree with me so far? I know you guys are just like, you guys are vibing right now. Um, all right. And what came after that? I remember what came after that. After that, that's when we started getting the SE, the M1 iPad Air, and right away the SE, I actually picked this up too. The SE is still a reliable iPhone, especially if you still want the home button. But to be quite frankly, you could get a better deal than the SE if you get like a used iPhone 11 or a refurbished iPhone 11 for relatively about the same price. But I would honestly say the SE, I would give it a C, just because this year should have been the year that Apple should have refreshed the SE, give it the iPhone 10R design. That would have been appreciative. Having an all screen design would have made this probably easily, I would probably make this B tier. But to have the home button small in today's world, it's outdated. It's definitely outdated. And the fact how we only get 5G, what else we got on the SE? We got 5G and a faster chip. That's it. Really not a compelling upgrade, and they increased the price from $399 to $430. Yeah, if they kept it at $399, maybe it would probably go in B tier, but they increased the price. That took a couple of points off for me. The M1 iPad Air. The M1 iPad Air, honestly, guys, this was a boring upgrade too as well. You have center stage. You have that M1 chip, which was a big surprise for some, because we thought Apple was going to reserve the M1 chip to the Pros, but they shifted to the iPad Air. But this is a very minimal upgrade too. Yet again, if you have the previous generation iPad Air, you could definitely skip this one. But I'm not going to give it a C. The fact how you get in the M1, this is the cheapest M1 iPad you can get. Even though if you dig hard enough, you can get a pretty decently, honestly, if you get an M1 iPad Pro 11-inch, that's going to really compel with this one. And I'd rather the iPad Pro than the Air. Honestly, and it has a 60 hertz display, and it's $600, another $100, or 64 gigabytes. I mean, it has, yeah, I'm going to give this a C tier too. 64 gigabytes is not enough. It has a 60 hertz display panel. I was debating to give it B tier just because for the value, you are getting that M1 chip. But if you look into the used market, you could get an 11-inch iPad Pro for relatively cheaper than the iPad Air. So like the 2018 iPad Pro, you can get it, and I'd much rather that than the Air, in my opinion, my humble opinion. So I'm giving it a C tier, but I'm not gonna give it D tier. Just like D tier, you may as well call this an F tier at that point. But I'm not gonna give it that just because it's not a bad device at all. All right. What came after that? What came after that? Let's see. After that, that's when we started to get the M2 MacBook Pro and the M2 MacBook the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro M2. So I'm gonna kick things off with the M2 MacBook Pro. This one here, man, talk about a minimal upgrade. The only thing Apple changed on the machine was just the chip. Replacing it the M1 chip with the M2, not changing up the body, same exact specs, same exact webcam. This was a very, very minimal upgrade. And I did actually purchase this MacBook just to create some shorts and an unboxing, but I didn't really make any full-blown videos on this one. And it's a boring upgrade, but I'm pretty sure it's a machine that works. It works efficiently. You do have that touch bar. If you love the touch bar so much, you have that. And I would say essentially, I had a lot of fun with this MacBook, creating the shorts on that. But to rank it though, I don't know. To be honest with you, man, the M2 MacBook Pro, I would give it a D tier only because, all right, maybe either a D tier or a C tier. The reason why I'm thinking about giving it a D tier is because that webcam is trash. They could have changed up something. I mean, something could have been changed. We've been seeing the same old MacBook design for the past since 2016. Oops, we got a super chat. We got Lake. I'm sorry if I mess up your name, I apologize. Legon. Do you think Apple would make a electric car? I think at some point, for some reason, I don't know if Apple is gonna ever make an electric vehicle. But I could be wrong. Here's why I have some hope that Apple's gonna make an electric car. If you recall back from Apple WWDC with iOS 16, they showcased a beautiful Apple CarPlay. I'm gonna show you guys a reference on that actually. Let me see. Let me switch screens real quick. If you guys recall on iOS 16, you had that CarPlay where it showed the whole entire dash. It was so futuristic. I love the way this look. Let me see. Transition. Let's see. Let's take this off of studio mode actually. Yeah, you guys see my you guys see my thing. All right, so yeah, this right here, it kind of pinpoints that Apple may be making an electric car, but it's not stamping on it. But it would be really cool. It would have been really cool if Apple were to make an electric vehicle. This dash right here just looks sick, but I think this is gonna be for the Mercedes Benz. But who knows? You never know what Apple's gonna do. But I think so. But all right, let me give you guys a percentage. I think the chance of Apple making an electric car is, I would say 50 to 60%. I'm not gonna say 90 or 80. I'm gonna say 50 to 60%. Seeing this it has potential. If Apple's gonna put this thought into creating the dashboard and everything like that, we could potentially see something. But take it with a grain of salt, though, definitely. But and then we even have little things as like the Apple key card on your Apple Wallet. So who knows? We maybe. But as I was saying, the M2. Oh, I appreciate with the super chat too. By the way, I really do appreciate any super chat. And I actually have a chat member or channel member. So if you guys want to join my channel member, I should link that down below actually. But if you guys want to really show further appreciation, I appreciate that. Let me link that actually. Let me go into my channel and link up my channel members. If you guys want to ever, if you guys want to ever support me like that, you guys can. Not required, but it would be appreciative. Let's see. Okay, going to the dashboard, channel members, and we are set up. So Guys wanna join, you guys can. And actually, I think you're gonna see it on my channel. So if you go into my channel right now, SimplyPops.com, I'm sorry, YouTube.com/SimplyPops, you could be able to join my channel member. And you have like these special badges. You're gonna feel like you the boss. You know what I mean? You the boss. Okay. This is why I need like a team. So I have somebody to. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that right now. Actually, I'm not even gonna do that right now. All right. All right. So yeah. So the M2 MacBook Air, I'm giving it D tier, man. I enjoyed it, but very underwhelming. No SD card slot, no MagSafe, none of that, man. I didn't really like it. And I wasn't a fan of this design MacBook anyway. But the M2 kind of changed it up. But yeah, nah. I'm giving it D tier. And at that point, you could get the top of the line MacBook Pro. All right, now for the MacBook, for the M2 MacBook, this is a different story right here, guys. This one here, I actually enjoyed it. I don't have it. I actually sold mine because I have the MacBook Pro, but the M2 MacBook Air, I'm gonna give this a B tier. Now, the reason why I'm giving it B tier, right? There's some controversy. Oh, we got another super chat. Yo, guys. Wow, another super chat from Legion. Me and my best friend like using SharePlay when we watch movies. I just wish Netflix would work since Netflix is. Yeah, SharePlay, I haven't really got around to using SharePlay. Now, all right, I'm lying. I use SharePlay to share my screen, but to watch like movies, maybe I watch TikToks with friends, but never watched I don't even know. I haven't really got around to using this efficiently, but damn, Netflix don't work. That sucks. Hopefully, I think that could just be a Netflix thing, just not allowing it just because of copyright things. Because when you streaming or share playing movies, I understand maybe both parties got to have the subscription. But anyway, I should have showed my face with this one. My apologies. Joey asks, are the HyperCloud 2 wired good for the PS5? I actually, fun fact, Joey, I featured that on my best gaming headset, so I highly encourage you guys to watch that. I did a microphone test, I did a sound test, I did everything. That's featured on my channel. Just go on my channel and watch my best gaming headset video, and just skip to the part where I test out the HyperCloud 2. They decent, but you can find better headphones for the same price range. Like, I actually like the Astro A10s, but I highly encourage you guys to watch that video, or I highly encourage you to watch that video if you're looking forward to buying any kind of gaming headset, because that is featured on that video. All right. Oop, yeah, that's the right one. So the MacBook Air M2, I'm giving it B tier just because all right, you had the controversy with the SSD. So if you get the high-end model, you have a faster SSD. Another thing too, I think the price range is a little too high for it. So the price range is a little higher. You're much better off getting the M1, to be honest. But to be this redesigned and have that brand new midnight color and MagSafe, it actually revised the MacBook Air for the better. And just the M1 series revised it, but the M2 just took it a step further, making it even better, thinner, lighter. I actually like this. I took it with me to Florida. If you guys are interested, I reviewed it. I love this machine, but I can't give it A tier just because of that BS that Apple did with the SSD. And I found myself thinking the M2 is slower than the M1. There's times I feel like the M1 is faster. It's not like a big difference either. So yeah, B tier, I think that's solid for the MacBook Air. That's just my humble opinion. All right, so I'm saying Instagram comments. Let's get it. Okay, YouTubers with long names are interesting. I love your name, Joey. Thank you so much. I actually watched a few, but I missed that one. Yeah, man. I'm working, man. I know sometimes I miss some videos, but hey. It is what it is. Oh, my boy Knight is here. What's good, Pops? What's going on? How's your Saturday going? All right. Next. What's the next Apple product? All right, so after that, that's when we started to get let me see. Um we didn't get we all right, we didn't get that, we didn't get that, we didn't get that, we didn't. All right, I think the next event after that, that's when we started to get that's when we started to get the iPhones. I think this is when we started to get the iPhones really going. All right, so let's talk about the iPhone 14 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro was an interesting one. When I first saw the reveal, it caught everybody off guard with that dynamic island. Absolutely loved it. And using it in the day to day in my day in my life, loved the island so much. You know, it actually gives you usable space. With that notch, the cameras the cameras are absolutely jaw dropping. The 48 megapixel, you have that you have the 48 megapixel Pro RAW, which I don't really use too much because it takes up a lot of space, but the cameras are good. I love the space black, and I love the purple color, which is the color that I'm going with. And the reason why, and I got a couple of comments saying, "Yo, why did you get the purple one? I thought you was gonna get the space black." But to be quite frankly with you guys, the actual demand for this phone is just nuts. If you order this phone right now, you're probably not gonna get it until next year. You know, it's really that bad for this phone. So I ended up just keeping this one. It's 256 gigabytes. It's 256 gigabytes, but I ended up just keeping the purple color, and I ended up just slapping a case on it. And I actually have a perfect case for it. I have something called the tack case. So this is gonna make it matte black or space black, opposed to like purple. And yeah, that's it. You get what I'm saying? So if I want a nice black case, and it actually covers the camera module, as you guys can see. So this is a beautiful case from Tac. Actually, I'm going to throw this in the description if you guys want to check it out. You change the color of your phone, you make it black, and that's about it. So no need to decide on the color. More than anything, decide between the Pro and the Pro Max and the storage. The color, I wouldn't worry about that too much. But honestly, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, honestly, I don't like the fact how it doesn't have an SD card slot, but it's super easy to set up. You barely need to contact your carrier. Oh man, this one's tough. It's nothing wrong with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, actually. I mean, I love the cameras, I love the island. Everything is just so dynamic. It makes the screen feel bigger, having that dynamic island. And I mean, it's no reason not to give this S tier. I mean, it's a fantastic phone. It's a fantastic iPhone. If you were to get an iPhone, I think this is not bad. Maybe it's too much to be an S tier. At the lowest, I'll give it A tier, but S tier, I can't see anything wrong with it. And I'm really trying my best to think like what's wrong with the phone. The always on display, it is color. You never really see that before. It is nothing to really write home about. It does drain battery a little bit faster with the always on display enabled. The A16 chip is not that much of a big performance gains, but it's still a fast phone. I mean, hey, all right, I'm reading the comments. All right, December very own iPhone seats, grade C. It was underwhelming. C if you're being generous. Nah, I'm not. The reason why I'm not giving it a C, why you guys are giving it a C? Yes, it's not a redesign that we was all hoping for, but that dynamic island really changed the game for me. It did. I'm gonna give it A tier. Actually. I don't know. The jump I made is S worthy, but everyone else would say, all right, you're bugging. The difference between the 14 is very minor. Yo, it is. It's a minor upgrade. Right? The only thing you're getting is that dynamic island. Basically, that's the only thing you're getting. But that dynamic island makes a difference. When you use a dynamic island from a day to day to this day, I actually like it. Now, it's not a make or break. All right, the dynamic island is an eyesore. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I might come back to the iPhone actually. I might change my mind and give it an S tier. But you guys are saying, all right, no way. It should be an 8 tier though. Every year, fam, same phone. I see what you're saying, man. Dynamic Island is an eyesore. Nah, not to me. I mean, hey, I'm gonna come back to that one. Now, excuse me. The iPhone 14, that is a minor upgrade. That is something I'm gonna give a C tier. That, like the iPhone 14 and the 14 Plus, which honestly it should be a separate tier. The Plus model is something that's a little bit newer. Is giving people, the consumer, the option to buy a bigger phone without going up to the Pro series of phones. But the problem with that is you could get an iPhone 13 Pro Max for essentially about the same price. So I'm going to give the iPhone 14 C tier. The only new feature you get, crash detection, satellite connectivity, and you have autofocus on the front-facing camera, slightly minor upgrades to the camera. This is something that's the same phone since last year. But at least with this, you have the dynamic island. You get what I'm saying? That dynamic island makes a difference. The 48 megapixel, really nice. It's not a big leap, but that dynamic island for me is the leap. You get what I'm saying? If the front is different and I can be able to interact with it, that is enough where it's like, damn, this is different. So the regular iPhone 14, to me, that's C tier. That, you know, I wouldn't even waste your money on that. I freak around and probably give it a D tier. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm gonna give it a D tier just because it's such a minor upgrade. If Apple were to give this dynamic island, then it would have been a different story. But and it has a 60 hertz display. Nah, I'm giving that D tier. It's not a bad phone. You're lucky there's no F tier here. It's not a bad phone, but it's like you're much better off getting an iPhone 13. And we're judging off of this year. We're judging off of this year. Maybe the next 2 years will be a different story. Oh, we gotta showcase the screen. I forgot. We gotta showcase that screen. My bad. Yeah, I was supposed to show the screen. All right. Reading the comments. B rich facts. Somehow I go for it every year. Floor status. I supposed to show the screen. My bad, y'all. I didn't realize I wasn't showing the screen. The 14 Pro Max has no Type C. Yeah. No split screen. Yeah. Barely any improvements on speed. No reverse wireless charge. Apple is lacking compared to the Android. You're right. You know, I think no Type C is probably the only takeaway for the iPhone 14 Pro. Yeah, I'm gonna give it A tier. You know, Lightning is garbage. Reverse wireless charge. Like, I have Android, right? I have an Android. I have the Google Pixel 7 Pro right here. It has reverse wireless charge. You know, you have the always on display doesn't drain as much battery life. You know, after digging into the Android market, you start to realize how iPhones are lacking behind the competition. But I love the iPhone 14 Pro, but I'm gonna give it A tier. I'm gonna keep it there. The iPhone, the regular iPhone 14, I'm giving that D tier. I mean, that's a D tier. I don't think nothing's gonna change my mind on that one. And then after that, we have you know what? I'm gonna do the Apple Watches, right? Or matter of fact, yeah, we're gonna do the Apple Watches. Kicking things off with the SE. All right. All right, Pops, you mad generous, fam. Yo, man, hey, man, it's a good phone, man. It's not lagging. You know, you gotta look at it from a perspective of the actual device, right? You can't look at it from a perspective of, all right, if you were to get an iPhone right now, you know, and you experience Dynamic Island, you're gonna be happy with that. Now, I might be contradicting myself because I'm giving these D tier and these, you know, all of these. All right, let me make things clear. This is not, you know, all of these products here that I list here, they're not bad products. You know, they either overpriced or you could get the previous generation, and that's why I rank them sometimes the way how they ranked. All right, anyway, let's kick things off with the Apple Watches. Kicking things off with the SE, the iPhone SE. This is a joke. I mean, you better off getting the first generation the SE. You know, this is the more affordable option, but if you're a new Apple Watch owner, if you're buying this for a kid, this might be very compelling. I'm gonna give this either C or D. I'm not giving it B. This is very minor. I mean, you're only getting crash detection, Are you even getting crash detection on the SE model? I'm not even sure. I gotta look that up. Hold on, let me look that up real quick because I actually forgot what the iPhone SE features are looking like. Let me see. Apple Watch SE second gen features. You get the body temperature. Okay, so you get an emergency, right? Emergency SOS, international calling, right? That's only if I'm gonna show my screen on this one. May as well. So you get an SOS. You get an emergency calling, which you got to get the cellular Apple Watch, fall detection, crash detection, noise monitoring, and backtrack. That is it for the SE. Very, 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 very mid upgrade. Yeah. And a lot of people criticize the Apple Watch of like, it's not worth it. You are missing out on some features such as the always on display. Honestly, I'm giving this D tier. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. D tier. It's not a bad Apple Watch. It's just fam. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do the SE. You're probably better off getting the Series 7 because you have that edge-to-edge display. You could get last year's SE for cheaper. And that kind of brings in the iPhone. I keep on calling this iPhone, the Apple Watch Series 8. This is something I'll give a C. The SE, at least you're getting more screen, right? You are getting a bigger screen compared to the SE, but compared to the Series 7, this is something that's just very mid. Like if you look at it, right? If you compare the 7 versus the 8, right? I really want to go to apple.com. Let me go here. Yeah, it's a very mid upgrade. You better off getting the Series 7. It don't even make sense to waste your money on the Series 8 at all, actually. Yeah. I'm going to give this one a C. Yes, you have the stainless steel finishes. And I'm not saying it's a bad Apple Watch. It's just something that you're better off getting the 7. And quite frankly, I should probably give it a D. Pause. But it's not a bad Apple Watch though. I love the screen. I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give the very ever so slight low C just because of the screen. I love the screen. It's bigger. You have that stainless steel options, but you are better off getting this 7. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too generous. What do you guys think? All right. I'm missing so many comments here. Brian said, Brian is responding to December very own. The ecosystem is the reason why I don't leave. Yes, indeed. From my watch to my iPhone to my iPad, AirPods, flawless. All right. The Series 8 is a scam. Just get the 7. That's what I'm saying. Alex, if you're coming from a Apple Watch 3 or 5, then going to the 8 makes sense. But if you have the 7, stay there. Yes, I agree. If you have the Series 5, even if you have the Series 5, I probably won't even upgrade, to be honest with you. If you have a Series 3, yes, you're going to desperately need the Series 8. So that's why it's hard for me to give this a D plus. But that's why, these products are not terrible. It's just depending on where you're coming from and see if your money is better elsewhere. All right. Same. All right. The only thing I'm looking for now is an iPad. All right. Pro, of course. Get the 7 quick. All right. Yeah. It's hard to find a new Series 7. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the Series 8 at a C. All right. Time for the boss. The Coupe de Gras. The Apple Watch Ultra. I actually have the Apple Watch Ultra on right now as we speak. As you guys can see, didn't want to hit the mic. Oh, I got some notifications going on. Don't want to leak anybody's number. So the series, all right. So the Apple Watch Ultra. This is the Apple Watch to get this year. Any other Apple Watch that you get from Apple is honestly, it's like a waste of money. You get what I'm saying? And that too is from Elon Musk. So I have the Ultra right now with a leather white band. And that's one thing with this Apple Watch Ultra. I love the titanium. I love the finish. I love how pretty much any band is gonna look very sleek with it. It just looks different. This, honestly, the Apple Watch Ultra is an absolute game changing. I love the Ultra, and this is something that with no hesitation, I'm giving the Ultra S tier, man. S tier, without a doubt. The action button to be able to assign that with either your flashlight, start a workout. You have you have the siren, which I don't use. I love the bigger display and the battery life. Oh my goodness, the battery life is night and day compared to any other Apple Watch. Literally, I could rock this for 3 days straight. 3 days straight, and the battery just doesn't die. And a matter of fact, I'm using my Apple Watch for sleep tracking. I never use sleep tracking on my Apple Watch just because of the battery life. You know, the next day now you gotta charge your Apple Watch. Like I don't have no time for that. You get what I'm saying? So the fact. All right, your mic sounds wild. Wait, what do you mean? I sound good? Wait. Oh. All right. All right, yo. Yo, was my mic was always like that? Hold up for a second. Yo, hold up. Yo, all right, it should be fixed now. I had to. All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna be a streamer, guys. I'm gonna be a streamer, but bear with me. All right, it should be good now. It should be good. I'm gonna make sure. I gotta make sure the screen is good. Okay, okay. Yo, that's why I need you guys, man. You guys gotta let me know. All right, better. Yo, I all right. I listened to it back, and I was like, yo, I sounded like a robot. All right, my apologies on that. The S, all right. I was on a roll too with the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch Ultra is the Apple Watch to get this year, without a doubt. Bigger screen, the battery life. The battery life is what did it for me. Using sleep tracking on your Apple Watch. Yo, I could see like it could calculate my heart rate. It can calculate everything throughout the night. And I could wake up and I'm at an adequate percentage. I wake up, my Apple Watch is only on 70%. That's still good enough for the day. So this Apple Watch is absolutely incredible. This is probably my favorite Apple Watch or my favorite Apple product this year. I'm going out the limb right now. I'm gonna crown the Apple Watch Ultra my favorite Apple product of 2022. Big 360 compared to the Series 7, and if I would have known about the Ultra, I would have never kept the Series 7. And that's the problem with technology. The problem with technology is you don't know what's coming next. You really don't know what's coming next at all. They might be a even better Apple Watch Ultra next year. So, judging by this year, the Apple Watch Ultra did it for me. I love the design. I love the action button. I love the bigger display, which I was very critical about because, I have a small wrist and I don't know if it'll look doofy, but believe it or not, it doesn't look too crazy on the wrist. Not at all. I actually feel like making a review video on the Ultra. Like the Apple Watch Ultra got me hyped. And, I take a shower with it. I even take a shower with it, man. Like, come on, guys. The Apple Watch Ultra is without a doubt the best Apple product of 2022. Period. Period. I don't care what I don't care what nobody has to say. The Apple Watch Ultra is the one. All right. All right, I should be good. Yo, the microphone was sounding crazy. All right. I didn't even realize until yo, all right. S tier, man. S tier, without a doubt. S tier. All right, moving on from that, we have the AirPods Pro. This is another product that caught me off guard. Now, I actually want to zoom in. Is it too late for me to zoom in the chart? Because I want you guys to really see, what I mean, have it like a bigger screen. Yeah, so all right, let's talk about the AirPods Pro second generation. Now, I was very critical about the first generation AirPods because they just never fit my ears. But the second generation with the extra small ear tips, this kind of skyrocketed this. The fact how Apple took the AirPods Pro and made it even better is actually bizarre. Having a speaker on the case, having that tracking on the case itself, it makes it hard to lose your AirPods, honestly. Thanks to that U1 chip and the H3 chip and all the technology on the AirPods. Apple did it big with the AirPods, man. I'm gonna give the AirPods also a S tier. They fit my ears. You get what I'm saying? If you're coming from the first generation AirPods, even if you're coming from the first gen, you are getting the sound improvements, the 2 times noise canceling. You're getting the speaker on the case. It could be a mid upgrade if you have the AirPods Pro, but for someone who didn't like the AirPods Pro and now liking it and actually enjoying it because they fit my ears, man, I'm giving this S tier too as well. Yo, I'm giving the AirPods Pro 2. It's definitely S tier. I still have them here. Absolutely love them. I love the clip on the side, so you could clip this onto your keys without having a case. Yes, it has lightning, but you could also use your Apple Watch charger to charge them, as well as MagSafe wireless charging, and you even have a speaker here in case you lose them. They fit my ears. You have even unique features such as the adaptive transparency, so it can mute out some of the like unwanted sound. Apple did it big with the AirPods this year, and I'm giving it S tier in my humble opinion. So yeah, sound quality took a huge jump too. I have the first gen. Is it worth it? Honestly, if you have the first gen, stay where you are. I mean, the second generation is for people who skipped the first gen. If you didn't like the AirPods 1, you may like the AirPods 2 just because, well, when I say AirPods 1 and 2, I mean the Pro series, of course. Give the second generations a chance because of that extra small air tips. Like the air tips now, they fit me. I could put them in my ears with no problem. I have full blown conversations. Like the AirPods, man, I love them. I love them. Absolutely love the AirPods Pro. I might be rambling on some of these here, but as you guys could tell, man, I really do love that Apple Watch, man. I might make a review video on that. All right, moving on. You guys have probably been waiting for this one. You know what? I'm going to start it off with the Apple TV. I actually brought the Apple TV. It's actually a Christmas gift. It's a Christmas gift for my dad. It's a Christmas gift for my dad. The Apple TV, coming from the previous generation, is not a big jump. Yes, you have USB Type-C on the Siri remote, and as well as a processor jump on the TV itself. So coming from the A12 chip to the A15 chip, it's a big jump. But to be honest, to be an Apple TV, you can't go wrong with either or. You can't get the cheaper one or the previous generation for cheaper. But the Apple TV is something I love too. Like I feel like I made a full-blown video on it. Reasons why you need an Apple TV 4K. I feel like the Apple TV is one of those underrated products, but at the same time, if you have a smart TV and all you watch is Netflix and YouTube all day, you may find this to be a little bit of an overkill, but you got to look at it deeper. I'm going to give it B tier, the Apple TV. And the reason why it's not A tier, and another reason why I got to jump it up too, they lowered down the price. But the reason why I'm not giving it A tier or even S tier, I'm definitely not going to give it S tier. You have so many ways to watch YouTube and Netflix, and even with AirPlay, you can cast it onto a smart TV and be perfectly fine. But you're paying for that user experience. That user experience is what you're paying for with the Apple TV, and as well as just the connectivity between all your Apple devices, such as your AirPods. So yeah, B tier. I think a solid B tier for the Apple TV is fair. All right, let me read the comments. I had both and wouldn't want to go back to the older generation. All right, you're talking about the AirPods. Yeah, man. I mean, the previous generation just didn't fit me. I ended up just returning them because it just didn't really make sense for me. Brian, I probably should get them for an early Christmas. All right. Yeah, that's for the AirPods. Yo, man, the AirPods are dope. They dope. And the beauty thing is, you're not gonna be able to lose them. It's gonna be very hard to lose your AirPods. It's gonna, like, I lost my AirPods Pro one time, and I just, like, I didn't care because I could track them. And the sound quality are pretty good. The microphones are pretty good. The adaptive transparency, although I feel like it's a gimmick, I just love the transparency and the noise canceling. It's good. It's really good. Uh, get them if you really enjoy music or audio in general. If you don't care about that, then done. B-A-yo. All right. So yeah, Apple TV B tier. I love it, but I can't. I can even give it A tier, but I'm gonna give it B tier. I'm gonna give it B tier. I think it's still a bit over. The pricing actually got better this year. For what you get in is not bad, and you get in Type C, you get in a fanless design, you get in that user experience. I'm gonna give it A tier. Actually, come to think about it, um, A tier should be fair, but smart TVs, it might not be. All right, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna trust my gut. I'm gonna leave it at B tier. All right, the AirPods. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Better gaming. The Apple TV would would have like would make it a must have. The chip should really be should able to handle AAA games at this point. Hey, not A tier. I mean, all right, gaming on the Apple TV, I don't do, but if you want to play games on your Apple TV, it's actually probably the best stream box to get it on. But I'm gonna be honest, you're probably better off getting a gaming console because you get in those AAA games. You get in real AAA games, not just Apple Arcade games. Not to say that Apple Arcade games are trash. It's just I rather play on my Xbox or PlayStation for gaming. Um. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's move on to the iPads. Let's move on to the iPads. All right. This is where things get weird now. All right. So we have the iPad Pro M2. Literally, literally, this, this, I didn't even review this. This was such an underwhelming upgrade. I have the M1 iPad Pro 12.9 inch with its mini LED. But to be honest with you, man, the M2 is not that good. I would not recommend the M2. Get the M1. You can get it cheaper and relatively you get in about the same experience. The only thing you get with the M2 iPad Pro, you get in the hover feature on the Apple Pencil, which, oh, whoop-de-doo, hover. You get in that M2. It's not that much. It's not compelling to upgrade. You're way better off getting the M1. I'm not even going to give this a C tier. Without hesitation, I'm giving this D tier. It's not compelling to upgrade. And even if you're looking for an iPad, you're better off getting the M1 or even the 2020 iPad Pro or even the 2018 is still that good. So, yeah, it's not a terrible product, but I'd much rather get an M1 at least, not an M2, especially for the price point that Apple is axing it for. Nah, D tier. iPad Pro should be F. You know, see the thing with the F tiers, none of these products are terrible. Let's sit down and really look at all these products for a second. All of these products are not terrible. You know what I mean? The iPhone is not a terrible device. You know, it works. It's part of the ecosystem. You know, it's one thing that you really like about these devices. Like all these devices are not terrible. It's just that your money could be better elsewhere. Like with the Studio Display, you could get an LG display, you know, for far cheaper. The SE, you could get an iPhone 11 for the same price, but it's not a terrible device. It's just you could get more bang or more value for your money. The M2 iPad Pro, you just nah, man. It's just a nah. All right. December said facts. Well, by the way, when is your birthday? Your birthday got to be in December, right? December's very own. Facts. My 2020 is still going strong with the M1. Yeah, and the thing is with the M1, it's not losing any performance. It's still just as fast as the M2. And I didn't even review the M2. I just know it's going to be just as fast. The A12Z 2022 versus the M2, I'm considering it. To be quite frank, all right. If you decided between the A12Z versus the M2, to be honest with you, oh, you just retract your message. Honestly, I'm still gonna answer your question. I would go with the A12Z chip because the M2 you're not really utilizing, like, it's an iPad. You know, it's an iPad. You're better off getting something that's a little cheaper, unless you really want that mini LED. December 12th, okay, damn, that's around the corner. Yo, if I don't see you on my comments or if I end off the stream or you don't come back, I wish you a very early happy birthday for real. And I appreciate you sticking around to the stream. All right. Last but not least, we have the 10th generation iPad. Now, I reviewed this. I actually did review this. I did all color. I did an all color unboxing, and you know, honestly, this this is a weird product, man. It's a very weird product. Weird decisions that Apple made. I'm gonna give it a D tier, only because yet again for $450, right? It is still cheaper compared to when the first iPad came out, but your money is better off on the ninth generation iPad. Yes, you have the home button, but at that point, if you want to go budget, you may as well go budget all the way. If you're gonna step up a little bit like that, at that point, you're better off getting an Air. You know what I mean? Your money is better off getting an Air compared to the 10th generation iPad. But this is something that maybe down the road, this could be brought down to $350. And at that point, maybe I'll give it a B tier if the price was down or lower. But you got to look at questionable decisions as like the second generation Apple Pencil support. Yes, this has Type C, but you got to have the adapter, and then now you might lose that cap. Apple should just gave the magnetic side on this, and then you got to get separate accessories. Nah, this is a D tier. By the time you turn around, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it at all. It's a D tier for me. If Apple were to say like, yo, this is compatible with the Magic Keyboard and your older accessories, that would probably been fine. But the fact how you got to get all your accessories again just to utilize the 10th generation, it's a no for me, dog. It really is. Yeah, let me see what you guys are saying. December said, I appreciate that, fam. Oh, wow, salute. My opinion is no Apple product this year deserves an S. Oh, really? Really? Okay. Brian, I agree with Oliver. Yeah, this year was a very mid upgrade. You know what I mean? Nothing that really stuck out really crazy, but I'm just judging off of like the experience of me actually testing out some of these products. Like that Apple Watch to me, really changed the game for me. Like I'm able to use sleep tracking. The battery life is that good. Titanium finish. Love the redesign, so it looks different. And yeah, the Apple Watch Ultra is really that good. And fun fact, when Apple first introduced it, I didn't care about it, but actually using it, it makes a lot of sense. It really makes a lot of sense. All right, I said that so wrong. My fault. I have the 2020 iPad Pro, A12Z, which would consider the M2. Nah, man, get the M1, man. Get the M1. I'm telling you, get the M1. I would get the M1, save a little bit of cash. But if you have money to spend, I mean, knock yourself out and get the M2. I mean, it's really no right or wrong answer here. I mean, but if you want to save a couple of money, if you want to save some cash, and maybe most likely you have some of the accessories such as the Apple Pencil and even the Magic Keyboard, but I would recommend still the M1 just because it's not a big jump. It's not. If you even look at the Geekbench, comparing the M1 versus the M2, is not really a significant difference. The iPad 10 is the worst Apple product Apple has ever made in the past 2 years. Yeah, it's not that good, man. It's really not that good. It deserves the D tier. Sounds so wrong even saying that. All right, but nonetheless, this is my tier list, man. You guys agree with me? I mean, S tier, Apple Watch Ultra, AirPods Pro. I think that AirPods Pro in my book is S tier. A tier, Mac Studio. In the iPhone 14 Pro, I think that's A tier in my opinion. B tier, MacBook Air. I actually liked it, but didn't really see the need of me actually like upgrading my M1 MacBook Air. If you have the M1 MacBook Air, it doesn't even make sense. You have your Apple TV, and then you have the C tier. You have the Studio display and the SE. The C tier, I would look at it as like a upgrade, especially like with the Series 8 and the M1 iPad Air. Like all three of these products here, you could get them. You could get the previous generation for cheaper, and you're gonna get pretty much the same exact experience. And same thing with the studio display. You can get a display that's cheaper a little bit. You can even potentially get a 4K display that's just as good as the studio display for cheaper. But I still like the studio display. It's just expensive, and Apple made some questionable decisions with this one too, as well, especially with that stand and the integrated power cable. Yeah, it's some questionable shit on that one. Um, the D-Tier, these are just products that I just didn't really like that much. Even though I didn't review the SE and I didn't review the M2, I just know these are not really it. So yeah, that's basically it. I should throw a link in the description. I don't even know if you guys even agree with me with some of these products, but nonetheless, that's my tier list. Been live streaming for a whole hour, man. So far, I'm enjoying the stream, even for me. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, though. All right. All right. That is basically it. I got a lot of videos coming. I have a holiday guide gift coming. I got some big updates too. Such as like, well, I'm not even gonna announce it. I'm just gonna surprise you guys with a video. So yeah, so big things are happening. 2023, I'm gonna go out with a bang. Not even go out, but like there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna change up. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the year. My birthday passed. Grateful to see another year. I'm working on the best car accessories. I have my very own breathalyzer. I have some products. So yeah, the content is gonna be strong this year. To finish off 2022. So yeah, for the most part, that is basically it. That is basically it. All right, let me see what the comments is looking like. I even brought an iPad Pro 2018 after the M2 was released. I only use it for watching YouTube and taking down notes. It's perfect. Yeah, man, that's all you need, man. The 2018 iPad Pro, which I reviewed this year. I did a I forgot what I titled. The best Apple product, the best product Apple made in years. And I would say that that's definitely the best Apple product Apple has made in years, in my opinion. Without a doubt. Like, oh, look at that Ultra, man. Look at my Ultra. Look how sick it look, man. I love the Ultra. Yeah, without a doubt. So yeah, I recommend the iPad Pro 2018. Um, yeah, man. I think that's basically it. That's all I have. That's all I have. I mean, if you guys have any questions, you guys could feel free to hit me up right now. But yeah, I got so much going on. It's not even funny. I got videos to make. I got, man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, guys. Trust and believe. It's a lot going on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end out the stream. I should do more. I should do more streams. I should do more streams, or really like more gaming streams, or just more chill streams. Just talking to you guys, interacting. Like I always like talking to you guys and things like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do want to play some games though. I really want to play like a game right now. But I'm not gonna do it. I gotta rewire this whole HDMI. All right, guys. That is basically it. That is basically it for this video or this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, I appreciate a thumbs up. I appreciate the super chats today. I really do appreciate that, and that's my best and worst Apple products of the year. I just want to appreciate your work. Yo, man, I appreciate you for watching. Brian, you enjoying the stream. Salute. Miller, you waving by. Wow, what a mid-year. Yeah, this wasn't the best year, but hey, I would say this year brought some refinements. There was some flops, but for the most part, hey, that's Apple for you. Next year, I think it's gonna be very interesting because we may actually see the Apple glasses or the Apple VR. It's gonna be real interesting next year. I know it is. But hey, you never know. That's the thing with technology. You never know. Something even better might be coming out. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I catch you guys on my next video. Peace.